were you drawing on the street at the sites where, or were you taking photos and going back? How did that actually work?
Everything. I did all of that. Yeah. I took a lot of photographs and sketch pads, and the only place that was difficult, a little bit, was Russia, because they were very wary of taking pictures. We stopped the car one time because there were these wonderful little kind of gingerbread, very humble little homes, and the woman with us, we don't want that. So that was done from memory. I didn't get any photographs. But yeah, we work, and then we work in the hotel room. Me in the morning and Kay at night.
Take your scissors at night.
Did you have to restrain yourself the first time she took a scissor to your drawing?
I thought this is the boss.
Okay.
You know, I went along with it. I was not thrilled.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Knight, whose idea was the pug?
Well, I think it was a lot of things. I know exactly where it came from because in one of the drawings, she said, I have a dog that looks like a cat. She didn't give any suggestions. And what I first drew looked like a very long-haired dog that didn't look like a cat at all. And then I thought, I had a friend who had pug dogs. And at that time, the Duchess and Duke of Windsor had just started collecting pugs, and Kay thought that was a great idea because it was something elegant
and Kay had actually become friends of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. They came to her nightclub act all the time, and she'd even done a private party for them. And so I think that was also, it was kind of the thing that she wanted to do as an inside thing with her friend, the Duke and Duchess, Edward.
And she was very impressed with a lot of people, for good reason. They were always fascinating people. And they all adored her. Lena, the greatest of all, she was, to her dying day, adored Kay. And Kay was a big fan of Lena's, which is an unusual thing. There weren't too many. Julie Wilson was another one that she adored.
Thank you.
You're welcome, but it's true.
Thank you, Joe,
And deserved.
me.
So,
Who's next?
I'm Paul.
When she went out on the road with him in 1947 with he and his brothers, it hit the gossip columns that she and Andy were an item, and they both denied it. And Kay denied it to her dying day. And when Marie Brenner did a piece about Kay for Vanity Fair in 1996, this was a couple of years before Kay passed away, Kay would not grant an interview. But Andy did, and Andy denied it to Marie Brenner. I still suspected that there was a relationship there. So I got an interview with Andy in 2002, 4 years after Kay's death, and traveled to Branson, Missouri, where he has his theater, the Moon River Theater, and sat down with him and talked for a long time about Kay. And I finally, after taking the scenic route, brought up the big question, and he said no. Just by rote, the same answer he'd always given. But then after a long pause, with a little twinkle in his eye, he said, I'm not telling you everything because I'm saving some stories for my memoir. And I knew it. So I was in no rush. I was at the beginning of my research, and I figured, I'm going to wait this one out until his memoir comes out. Flash forward 7 years. Last year, just about a month before my deadline for my manuscript, his memoir was coming out from Viking, and I managed to get an advance galley, and he came clean talked all about his secret affair with Kay Thompson, and so then I called him back, and we talked about it some more, and he gave me some additional material for my book about it, and he finally opened up about it. But
Why do you think he was
so secretive?
Yeah.
Well, I think that certainly back in 1947, a woman pushing 40 having a relationship with a 19, 20-year-old young man was quite unusual and socially probably unacceptable. And other than, as to why they kept it quiet for so long, I don't have the answer to that. I don't know. But Kay continued being Andy's mentor in every respect, all through the 50s. Got him his first record deal, got him his television deal, did all of his arrangements. I mean, she really was his big influence and mentor.